welcome. This is a beginner guitar tutorial for the song Sirenita Bobinzana by Shimshai and Susana. A wonderful song. It was voted on one of the polls on my Patreon, and many people wanted to learn this song. I made two different tutorials, so there is also a more advanced tutorial where I explain exactly what I played in the intro of this video. So that's kind of like what Shimshai plays in the intro of the song. It's a sort of a chord melody arrangement where you play the melody on the top strings and the chords at the same time. Tabs are also available. So this is on Patreon. And here on this tutorial, I'm going to show you a simplified version, which is perfect for beginners. The chords are pretty simple. The finger picking is pretty simple as well. And on Patreon, you can also find the chord diagrams and the chords and lyrics chart. So you can see the chords above the lyrics, which makes it easier to sing and play at the same time. So the simplified version sounds like this. Alright, as you see, it's a pretty basic pattern. We're going to break it down. So let's start with the chords. We have C, we have G, standard chords. We have B7, looks like this. Not everybody is familiar with the chords. As I said, chord charts with the chord diagrams are available for download on my Patreon. Link is in the description of this video. And the last chord is E minor, which I believe most of you already know. Now let's take a look at the rhythmic and finger picking pattern. So the song is in 3/4 time signature. That means that every bar has 3 beats. Notice how the counting sounds together with the playing. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the chords change every 3 beats. And the finger picking pattern that sits on the time signature goes like this. We start with the C chord and we play the bass, and then the 3rd string, and then the 2nd and 1st strings together, and then the 3rd string again, and then again the 2nd and 1st strings together, and the 3rd string. So we basically play 2 notes per beat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so the first step is you just want to loop the C chord to make sure you have a good feeling of the finger picking pattern. Alright, and in terms of the right hand fingers, I'm using the thumb for the bass, and then the index middle for the 3rd string, the middle finger for the 2nd string, and the ring finger for the 1st string. Now the second step is to start to work on the chord transitions. So the chord transitions, we have C, then we have a G, B7, E minor. Okay, so if you noticed, on the G and the B7, I'm slightly changing the strings I'm using. So on the G, for instance, I'm starting with the bass, which is on the 6th string, and then I'm using the 4th string, and then the 3rd and 2nd strings together. So it's like the same pattern as the C, but I'm just taking everything 1 string up. Okay. Then the B7 is the same, but the bass is on the 5th string. So we have 5th string, 4th string, 3rd and 2nd, 4th, 3rd and 2nd, 4th. And then with the E minor, we're back to using the 6th string as the bass. Alright, you can see all of this in the tabs, which are available for download on my Patreon. So this is the beginner version, and this is really a great song to practice simple finger picking pattern. The chords are relatively simple. There are no bare chords here. The only thing that is a little bit tricky is the fact that the chords change quite fast, and also these subtle changes in the strings that I just demonstrated. So give it some time, work on it. Use the tabs if you can read tabs. It can really help to learn these subtle changes, like which strings to use. And if you feel like, check out the advanced tutorial as well. Link is in the description of this video. There you can learn how to play the like chord melody version. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Subscribe to my channel to stay tuned. I upload new tutorials every week. Check out my Patreon for much more content, and to vote in the polls that I post with song requests from you guys, so you can choose which songs you want to learn next. Alright, see you guys next time.